The Southern Carolina landing pad opened in downtown Beaufort in 2022. With me now is John O'Toole. He's Executive Director of the Beaufort County Economic Development Corporation. Hey, John.
Hi, Robin. Good to be with you.
So it's great to be in this fantastic space that really is used to attract prospects around our internationally, around locally and internationally. So what really it is the main purpose and mission?
Well, we deserve a lot of credit, or to give credit to our founding chairperson, Stephen Murray, mayor of Beaufort, who had seen an idea similar to this up in Spartanburg and said, hey, we should bring something like that here. At the same time, I was on some international missions with the Southern Carolina Alliance, and it became clear that if you're an international company, what is your barrier to entry? What are the obstacles to coming to the U.S., to making your investments in the U.S.? And so we lower that barrier by saying, hey, we've got free office space here in downtown Beaufort, 500 Carteret Street, that you will be provided in-kind services from lawyers, accountants, engineers, construction, tax experts, whatever it is you need, we can provide that for you. And you can stay here for 90 days for free. And we tell folks you can evaluate anywhere in America from here. We know once they get a taste of the Low Country, we stand a very good chance of landing that prospect.
And so it is a phenomenal collaboration between the city, the county, the Southern Carolina Alliance. How does that work?
Well, as you know, we call it the Southern Carolina landing pad. So we're building on the great brand of the Southern Carolina Alliance. And so it's a collaboration between the city. They paid the lion's share to build this space out. The Economic Development Corporation, through the generosity of Beaufort County, was able to contribute to the build out of this beautiful space. And then the Southern Carolina Alliance also contributed. So it's a real collaboration. And it's not just a Beaufort asset. It really is an asset for the other 6 counties, all 7 counties that the Southern Carolina Alliance, SCA, serves. So we have a company here from Vietnam that's looking at building massive facilities up in Allendale. So it really is a regional asset, even though it's here in Beaufort.
And I'm looking across the hall and I see SkyDrive. So
Yes.
SkyDrive is one of the original tenants here?
Yes, yeah. They're an interesting story. I'll try to tell it quickly, but we had met them at the Paris Air Show in 2019. I went as with the State Department of Commerce, and I was SCA's designee to that. Fast forward, as we're coming out of COVID last summer, we hired a lead generator from France, and they said, we have this company, SkyDrive. And so we got, Charlie Stone and I, my colleague, got on a phone call with them and said, we have this landing pad. It may be a great time to come over and evaluate. And the thing that resonated with them is that our landing pad's like an opportunity to date us without getting married. You know, if you can imagine you're coming overseas and you've got this prearranged marriage, you're kind of stuck. We said you can evaluate all areas, but SkyDrive fell in love with the region, and their project's not just a Beaufort project. They're kind of growing their footprint here in Beaufort, but it extends to Colleton County as well.
So this is, I refer to as a hub. It's a hub. It's actually a place where companies can come and they, again, can tap into all the resources that are available here in this county and throughout the region, right?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. As I was mentioning, SkyDrive has now been here for a complete year. The director is now a resident of Bluffton. He's paying rent to the Beaufort Digital Corridor now. And they've sealed a relationship with Low Country Aviation up in Colleton County, and as we know, Marco Cavazzoni is an Italian of Italian origin in our region as well. So I think we really can be a melting pot here.
So, vision for the future for the landing pad. What do you think? We've got about 30 seconds left.
The landing pad is going to continue to flourish. We've got great space here so that when international companies are onboarding staff, they can train them here. And it's just going to get more and more vibrant. And we're probably going to need more space, and we're working on getting more space. But right now we have 12 offices available for people who want to invest in the U.S. and in the Low Country.
Very good. Thank you, John O'Toole.
Good to be with you.